Hey, everybody, welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. You know, it's funny to watch corporate Democrats be completely out of touch, not know what's happening. For instance, Neera Tanden, I don't know if you know who she is. She runs the Center for American Progress, which is a liberal think tank, corporately funded and started by Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta. So she's very influential in Democratic politics, Neera Tanden. She's very influential. She has a big mouth, and she says a lot of horrible, ugly things that are destructive to our country. But if you want to see just how out of touch she is, by the way, her Twitter handle is resist, or her picture or her thumbnail or her whatever that's supposed to, her profile pic is resist. But we all know that they don't resist. We all know that they went along with Trump's military budget. In fact, they increased it. We just did a video where we showed you all the Democrats, including Obama, Hillary Clinton, Chuck Schumer, are on board with Trump's New Jerusalem policy. They're not resisting that. The Democrats just joined Republicans in relaxing Wall Street regulations even further. They're not resisting anything. They're not resisting anything. So she says this. Watch this. To talk about out of touch. You want to see how out of touch she is? Folks, if liberals had a talk radio network like the right wing, 30 million Americans would know immediately about the horror of handwritten amendments, voting in the middle of the night to bail out corporate jet owners. Social media has to be our radio network. Tell everyone you know.
And tell them via rotary phone. Get it out. Get your Morse code
Morse
going.
code. That's what I was thinking.
I was just going to, because we got the LA fires, I was going to do smoke signals.
Yeah.
To tell people about how else are we don't have a radio network. And by the way, Neera, do you know why?
Oh, I wanted to know.
Do you know why there isn't any liberal radio networks?
Huh.
Do you know why there isn't any liberals on the radio? You know why when you turn on the radio, it's nonstop right-wing talk, even in a city like Los Angeles, which has to be at least 50% lefty? Really? Why is there no lefty shows on my radio? If the free market really serves the market, it's because it doesn't. There is no such thing as a free market. It's a corporate-owned market, and they give you what they want you to have, which is right-wing corporate talk. And you know why we don't have lefty talk? Because Bill Clinton deregulated the telecommunications business, and he let one company buy all the goddamn radio stations, which is what happened. Maybe two companies, maybe three, and they're all right-wing, and there's no more fairness doctrine, there's no more equal time, there's no nothing. And Bill Clinton did the Telecommunications Act in 1996, which took 50 giant media companies down to 6. So now we have 6 media companies giving us every radio show, every TV station, every newspaper, magazine, every cable news show, everything is 6 companies. 90% of all media, 6 companies in the United States. The other 10% is stuff like this. So why is that, Neera? That's because of Bill Clinton. That's when neoliberalism comes back to bite you in the ass. Neoliberalism is about selling off public spaces to corporations, which is pretty much what Bill Clinton did. But guess what? Our friend Secular Talk, Kyle Kalinske, he saw this tweet, and he had a great comeback for it. He said, yes, and maybe we can call this thing the Internet and call the shows Secular Talk and Humanist Report and the Jimmy Dore Show and the Young Turks, which has over 6 billion views.
I like how Neera Tanden just got hip to social media as we're about to lose net neutrality. like, man, this weekend is going to blow her mind. She's going to be like, net neutrality? I thought that had something to do with fishing. What is nobody telling me?
So there you go. That's a good tweet by Kyle. Very strong tweeter. Even when he busts my balls, which he does. God, he busts my balls hard sometimes.
That was funny. That one.
It was funny,
that
yes.
Thinking,
I can
that
take
was pretty
it.
funny. Yeah.
I can take a ball. I mean, it hurts, but I can take a ball bust, especially if it's a quality one like the one Kyle threw at me. Oh, it hurt. But anyway, because when I had Abby Martin on, I referred to her show. She does a show called Empire Files. And I get nervous when I'm talking to people who are more accomplished than me and are smarter than me. and I was nervous. And I called her show Empire Fires, and she was too nice to correct me. And Kyle busted my balls out hard. So anyway, good tweet. And yeah, there's a thing called the internet, Nira. There is a progressive network out there called the Young Turks Network. 6 billion views. I don't know if you've heard of it. There's also a thing called the Ring of Fire radio network, right? I don't know what their reach is, but it's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? A lot of those people on Ring of Fire are also on RT. Maybe if you didn't shit on RT, you could get your message out on RT.
I was just thinking how Narratanda would make like the worst publicist or manager ever. Like, baby, you're going to be a star. I'm going to place a phone call and find out how you can put stuff on YouTube. See who the gatekeeper is.
Narratanda got hired to do a speech in Iowa. Literally 6 people showed up for that speech.
Really?
You would think that the people who organize it would have more friends or relatives to show up. There was no one there. I mean, that's not an accurate count, 6 people, but it certainly wasn't double digits.
Maybe they didn't promote it on social media. Maybe they didn't.
Maybe if we just had a radio network like the conservatives, like the right wing does, we just had some kind of a radio network. What? Okay, there you go. Nice going, Nira. Nice going. Hey, thanks for watching the show. And if you're already if you're already a subscriber, thanks. Make sure you're still subscribed because they're unsubscribing people. I had an email today. Somebody said they got unsubscribed 3 times from our show this year. So please make sure you're still subscribed and click that bell so you get a notice and every time we drop a video. Thank you very much, and thanks for supporting the show. If you're a patron or if you buy a T-shirt or a mug or if you come to a live show, however you help the show survive, they're trying to shut down independent news, so thanks for your support.